All right, Jess, here we go. I told you to do this and I'm going to try. I'm going to show you today how to make the non-sticky rice. So like where your rice doesn't stick together and where it looks good and stuff like that, and where it's nice. Because I can't stand when it gets all like fluffy and fat and waterlogged, tasted and sticky. So this is the way that I do it to where it doesn't end up sticky. First I'm going to go through the ingredients, what you have to do, what you need to have, then I'm going to actually show you how to do it. Alright, and also, just so you know, if anyone accidentally sees this thing, I realize that everybody in the world might do this differently or might do it better or have ideas or anything like that. I don't care. I don't need it in the comments, don't care. I'm making these videos for my kids so they know how to make things the way I made it when they grew up, the way they like it to taste. Whether or not you agree with it or not, life's tough, don't really care. Also, if you happen to see a wiener dog on the counter, she is allowed to be there. She's allowed to do anything she wants, and if she comes in here, I can put her up there if she wants up on the counter. So I don't care about the hygiene thing, don't talk to me about it, don't say anything about it, whatever. Leave your comments yourself. That being said, all right, Jess, first thing you need to do, a cup of rice. 1 3/4 cups water. Your olive oil, obviously. I'm using basmati rice, this Goya stuff. You can use whatever. I just tend to like the way it comes out a little better. And you're going to need a splash of lemon juice or fresh lemon if you want to get all fancy schmancy, but this is just fine, okay? So, and a little bit of salt. One thing that I do also, Jess, that I do for mine that I like, that I found out that I like, is I tend to flavor my water. If you just want to leave plain rice, just go ahead and do what I'm doing. Just leave out the following 2 things. What I've been doing lately, Jess, so I've been using this stuff, it's called Vegeta, as goofy as that sounds, all right? It's a Croatian blend, spice blend, and it's got some dehydrated vegetables like parsnips and carrots and stuff in it. And it's kind of weird, but I tend to like it on a lot of stuff. I mean, I put it on my chicken, like when I broil chicken. I add it to my rice now. And I'm actually going to put it, when I sit there and start boiling my water, I'm actually going to put like a teaspoon of this in the water. I tend to like my rice with a little bit of I like my rice to be flavored a little bit. So I tend to use flavored water, all right? You can also, don't forget, if you want to it, you can use like chicken or beef bouillon, that's fine. And one thing I'm going to do, Jess, at the end is after everything's all said and done, I am going to put like a pinch of turmeric in there. That'll give it that kind of the yellowy look that you like to look from aesthetics for like the Chinese joints and stuff like that. So anyway, needless to say, I'm going to start doing that for you so you can see what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And hopefully you'll figure it out and you'll like it and all that kind of fun stuff. All right, I'll talk to you in a minute. Okay, one of the first things I'm going to do, Jess, I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in the skillet. Okay? And when you're done with that, just let the skillet get nice and hot. And then what we'll do is we'll throw our rice in there. While the skillet's getting hot and we start doing our rice, dump your 1 3/4 cups of water. I got a pan over here, I'm dumping it in there, all right, into your pan. You can turn that on and get that hot while that's starting up there, okay? When you put the water on, I tend to salt it. I put a little bit of salt in and sit there like a pinch of it, a big pinch. I like salty, all right? So a big pinch to me is fine, all right? I'm also going to just add my rice. My oil looks like it's getting hot there, so it should be good. And I got my water on. I'm going to, like I told you, put about a teaspoon of this stuff in. This is that Vegeta stuff or Vegeta or whatever. Again, I'm not even sure why I bought it that day, but actually I just liked it. It's really cool. And it's got some of these like weird little veggie things in it, and it's kind of neat. So I'm putting that in my water just while it's heating up and get that done. All right, rice is going in now. And I'm just gonna do this for about 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever. And all I'm doing is you're gonna see in a little bit that the rice is gonna get brown. You know, that's all that's gonna happen to it. It's gonna get nice and brown, a little toasty. You wanna stir it up because you want the olive oil to coat every grain of rice, okay? Because you coat every grain of rice, it helps keep it from sticking once you actually put it in the water and start cooking it. A lot of people tell you should, rinse the rice first to get the starch off, stuff like that. That's all well and good. I've done that, but realistically, I found this to me works better for what I'm trying to do and the way I've made it for you in the past. And you've seen, obviously, we like it, and go from there. So anyway, we're just gonna let that heat up. We'll be back in a few minutes and we'll get this thing going. Okay, Jess. The rice is pretty much toasted up now. So it looks pretty decent right now from what I can see. I'm going to try to hold this up and see. Obviously you know what plain rice looks like. But you can maybe see how brown it is. Hopefully. You can't really tell. But anyway, it is. So needless to say, what we're going to do, we're flipping pans here for a second. Alright, and that is our boiling water with the Vegeta in it. I am going to put a splash of lemon juice in there. I don't know why, but for some reason, it seems like maybe it's double helping that it won't stick. Now when you put the rice in, you're putting it directly from the pan in. You're going to notice it's going to boil up pretty quick, so just put it in real nice and easy. Alright? Do that. Pile it all in real nice and easy so you get all that, get all those nice little crusty ones in there, and you're done there. With that. And then it's really simple because this is the hardest thing you're going to do though. You got to set it down. You got to turn your flame down to real low so it's just a slow simmer. Is all you're going to do. You want a real slow simmer. Alright? I give it one little stir. Then I'm out, done. Then you simply cover it. And when you cover it, you set it and forget it. What I mean is this. You do 20 minutes. Lid on. You don't open the lid for nothing. Alright? So I'm going to set my timer for 20 minutes. And then we'll be back to finish this thing up. Alrighty? Okay, Jess, our rice has been on for 20 minutes. I just turned it off. And all you're going to do now, as silly as it's going to sound, is we're going to let it sit there for another 10 minutes before we do anything. So I'll be back in a couple minutes and we'll finish this up. But we have to let it sit after you turn up the heat for 10 minutes. Don't touch it. Don't uncover it. Alrighty? Talk to you in a minute. Alright, Jess. The rice is done finally. It's been, like I said, I just took it off the stove where it sat covered after it got done boiling for 10 minutes. Now you're going to take a look. We can fluff it and you can see what it looks like. Alrighty? This is the rice. Alright, you can see in the pan how the grains are individual. You can also notice a little bit, see there's some little carrots and stuff from that Vegeta seasoning in there. You can see, take a look. Take a look and hopefully you can see that, but individual. So use a fork, just fluff it. Alright, just fluff it a little bit so it's nice like that. And you can see that there's nothing sticking. That was good as hell. Alright, now if you want to, and again, I tend to when I fry my rice, when I'm done with it and stuff like that, because I let it sit overnight. Once I get done with the rice like this, I'll let it cool off, and then I'll bag it. All right? And then when I cook the fried rice and stuff like that, I will add a little bit of that ground turmeric to it for the color, to give it a little bit more of that yellow color. All right? But like I said, that's that's kind of how it looks right now. That's how it is. All right, Jess, that's about it for tonight. I know it's kind of choppy, screwy, and sucks, but it is what it is. I don't really care. Nobody's going to see it anyway, so it doesn't make any difference. And even though this one was mainly for you, because I know you're my more ricer, I will be doing in the near future, as soon as I get time, and you know I'm very busy, but as soon as I get time, I'm going to be doing, I'm going to do French onion soup for Julie. I'm going to use a slow cooker for that. I figured out something that works real well there. I'm going to do the biscuits and gravy for Mike. I'm going to do the beef stroganoff thing, like the mushrooms and beef and stuff like that for you and Julie and Mike. I'm going to do the prime rib for Mike because I think he likes to try that. And I'm going to do chili for Julie. I know she's more of a chili. And I'm going to do some beef stew and stuff like that. So anyway, I'll do it as much as I can. And I don't know anything about uploading this, so I'm going to attempt to and see what happens. But if you have any questions on it, or it sucks or whatever, you can just tell me. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Love you, and I hope you guys have a good night. All right, bye.